During the course of business communication, I learned how to write a report, how to do an email asking for some information, how to give presentations, the posture I should have, the hand gestures, my way of speaking, and also a lot of business collocations, which were a very difficult thing for me because I personally think the hardest thing to do when learning a new language is to memorize all the vocabulary, and the other things like grammar rules are easy, and you only need to study for a little bit and then you have learned a new language. So for me, these collocations was very difficult. It required a lot of studying, and that's it. When the course During the first days of the course, I didn't really saw any progress in my level of English, but then at the first exam, the first partial, I see some changes in my English, and then at this final period, when doing this metacognition, I can see that my level of English has rise uh, considerable to a considerable better level, but there's still a lot of things I need to improve. For example, my pronunciation. And for this reason, I feel really motivated to continue studying English and get to a level of mastering the language, since I have seen really good changes during this semester. Uh, During the course, I not only learned to give presentations or do some reports, things like that, I also acquired some abilities, some important abilities like the self-taught or the critical thinking. For example, the self-taught, I learned them when it was a small thing that the teacher made. When we ask her simple questions, she, instead of answer, she said that she told us to search the answer on the internet because it was a simple question. We could easily find the answer, and it wasn't a big deal. But by repeating these actions, you get used to search for for the information you need in the internet and other source of information. This is good because in the future, when you get a job and you don't have teachers or parents to tell you what to do, you will need to learn by yourself, by searching some books, by asking to your colleagues, things like that. You will need to become your own teacher and learn how to do your job, because if you don't learn that, you're fired. It's as simple as that. You need to learn to learn. You need to learn to learn. And also, the ability of critical thinking was developed mainly in the reading exercises, where I need to answer around 10 questions of a text. But in some questions, it was they were tricky questions because it seems like all of them were correct or none of them were correct, or at least for me, that's what the questions were for me. And I really need to read the paragraph 2 or 3 times to understand the context and find the answer. Also, another exercise where I developed the critical thinking a lot was the exercise where I need to find the wrong word in each line of the paragraph. And it was, at the beginning, it was really hard. Now at the end of the semester, I think I have managed to identify those words, at least most of them. And to do that, I needed to identify the context of the phrase, and that in that way I could find the incorrect word. All these abilities and knowledge I have acquired during the semester will be really useful, and I will need them every day once I get a job. Well, it depends. If it's a local company, maybe the level of English I will use will be just a small quantity. But if I work for an international company, I will use it daily to deal with customers or clients or do reports, making presentations for all that stuff. And it's really important to remember all the concepts and things, the words, the procedures to make reports that I have acquired during the semester, because if I don't know how to do those things, I will get fired. Simple as that. So the English language is something I will use in the future a lot, mainly because of the globalization, because now the companies require workers that speak 2 or more languages. This gives me a lot of opportunities to get a better job with a better payment. If there was something I could change about this semester, was the effort I gave. I did study for the quizzes and the exams. I did all my homework and I worked on class, but the effort I gave wasn't my biggest effort. It was like, I don't know, 80% of my total effort. And this applied to all the courses I take this semester, and that's something I really regret, because I could have done better, get better grades, and for next semesters is something I will change. I will give my greatest effort for all the courses, and also I will give my greatest effort once I get a job. Always give the greatest effort.